Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on.
Like the whips at the end, they bulletproof. -20, we in Pitfield at K's Kitchen in a Canada Goose. Famous as fuck, but I'm still in the cut when they round up the troops. I'm just a sicko, a real sicko when you get to know me, nigga. I let the diss record drop, you was staying right below me, nigga. We must have played it 100 times, you was going to bed. Why would I put on a vest? I expect you to aim for the head. I could've killed you the first time. You don't have to try and say it louder, nigga. Trust me, heard you the first time. It's nothing personal, I would've done it to anyone. And I blame where I came from, and I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond, you better hope not say none. Them boys, they're a handful. Then I hit them with the high line. Chris Breezy with the dance moves. Mo G with the dance moves. Ad Boy with the dance moves. Jimi Hendrix with the solo. Those are strings that you can't pull. Yeah, and I can really dish it out. Come and get it from the source. But fuck with all the word of mouth. Go to state running practice at my house, nigga. What am I about? You gon' really feel it now. I'm out here looking for revenge.
I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dog. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dog. I ride for my niggas. Damn, life so short. Fuck it, I don't wanna go to court. Fuck it, got a budget for the lawyer though. Fuck it, I'm on the run for the month. I'm in the bucket, paid 200 for it. My little nigga stuck and even got me paranoid. I'm getting money, that's in any nigga category. Double M, I got G's out in California. I ride for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. I slide for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dawg. I ride for my niggas.
It bothers me when the guards get to acting like the bras. Guess every team doesn't come complete with niggas like ours. That's why I see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask that when you see me, you speak up, nigga, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. It's feeling like rap changed. It wasn't time, it was rugged. Back when if a nigga reached, it was for the weapon. Nowadays, niggas reach just to sell they record. Spaghetti bolognese in the polo lounge. Me and my G from DC, that's how I roll around. Might look like, but we heavy though. You think Drake will put some shit like that? You never know. $1 million meetings in the polo lounge. Me and my man Oliver North, that's how I roll around. Shorty wanna tell me secrets by the rap, nigga. I tell that bitch it's more attractive when you hold it down. Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe my nigga, I hate it, had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Tell Lucy and I said, fuck it, I'm tearing holes in my budget. Bag her like we in Publix and take her ass out in public. Ordered it up filet, told them butterflies, she'll love it. She used to soda and nuggets, she really just tired thugging. I'm just hitting my pinnacle, you and pussy identical. You like the fucking finish line, we can't wait to run into you. But let me get my mind off that young rich motherfucker getting mine off rap with my niggas.
I ride for my niggas.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button as y'all come in here. Hit the share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, $ BJ Matthews. $ BJ Matthews for all this great content that we drop for y'all on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. If you guys want to donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, like I said again, Cash App right there on the screen. Or if you don't have Cash App, you can also go through our super stickers and super comments that are available. All you have to do is hit that button that says thanks right below the video, and you guys can do your thing by donating that way. I'll also be putting my PayPal and also my Venmo up there very soon too. So if you guys have different forms, just I'll be able to put that out there so y'all can actually see it for yourself. And last but not least, get your membership badges that are available. As y'all can see right here on the screen right below, those are the members of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. What does a member of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast mean? Mean that you guys get certain perks that other people or subscribers to the podcast do not get. You guys have 3 options: the pull-up badge, the LA Clipper badge, and the interview badge are all different things that you guys can get if you guys decide to become a pull-up basketball member for the rest of your life. But let's get it going, man. And anybody in the comment section, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the comment section, and make sure you guys let me know y'all in here in the comment section. What's good, James? How you doing? James Wynn, my man from Vietnam, the Vietnamese. Shout out to y'all, man. Pull up. How you doing, man? If y'all coming in here, make sure y'all let me know that y'all in the comment section again. And make sure you guys wipe your feet before you into this house. Hit the like button. All right, hit the like button. Y'all come in here straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Salute, BJ family. What's good, brother? How you doing? All right. So let's get to it, bro. Let's get to what happened last night. And I want to kind of go a little bit deeper into, this conversation, this topic. Last night, the Minnesota Timberwolves annihilated the Denver Nuggets. What's this? A score of 70, I think, to 115. I think it was like a 45-point loss or something crazy like that. And pretty much a massacre. And I want to kind of show y'all, some things that, outside of the box score, I want to kind of show y'all some stuff about what transpired last night. And let me take this. I'm tripping. Let me take this off. I'm tripping. Let's see. Let me get this together for y'all, man. Let me get this together for y'all. See. Okay, yeah. Here we go. All right, so as y'all can see right there on the screen, Anthony Edwards, the Nuggets annihilated them 70 to 115. Like I said, 45-point victory by the Minnesota Timberwolves, forcing a Game 7 back in Denver on, I think, Sunday. All right, on Sunday they'll be forcing a Game 7 back on the Mile High City. Right. So with that being said, we got our first Game 7 in the conference semifinals, which is going to be definitely a big draw. I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in for this game because it's going to be somewhere it's going to be very special. And in watching the game, early on, you kind of saw the Denver Nuggets get up on a very, very convincing lead 9-2. But after that 9-2 run, the Minnesota Timberwolves just pulled away, I think, on a 17-0 run where the Denver Nuggets could not hit a shot. And it seemed like Minnesota was just getting opportunity after opportunity to score the basketball. As y'all know in basketball how it works, if you have a team that continuously miss shot after shot after shot, you're giving the other team what they call momentum. Momentum is what? Momentum is basically more of a edge to that team to, start getting the lead and making a run. And you put the ball in the hands like a young Minnesota team that gets out there and has, young athletes can run, who's actually, athletic, who's long. You're going to be in for a long night. And that's exactly what the Denver Nuggets had last night, a long night. Could not wait to get back on that plane, back to, back home. But we do have a Game 7. And we do have to, like I said, pick some stuff apart. Let's see. McDaniels said they showed a highlight hype video 20 minutes working, so they got amped up. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about McDaniels as well. And we're going to talk about, what I feel like who's going to win the series. Because if you look at, this series in general, it's just basically a situation where you got, you don't know who's going to win Game 7. Right? But, you look at the roster, you look at all these guys who scored the ball. McDaniels had 21. Karl-Anthony Towns had a quiet night with 10. Mike Conley, who came back for Game 6 after being out for Game 5, scored 13. Naz Reid had 10. Walker had 9. Rudy Gobert had 8. But the star of the hour was Anthony Edwards, right? 27 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 47% from the field, 44% from the 3, 87% from the line, right? So we're going to give Anthony Edwards extra, coverage today because I want to go a little bit deeper. As y'all know, y'all can see the title. Anthony Edwards be the best player in the league in the next 2 to 3 years. As y'all come in here, smash that like button, right? But there was some stuff that was eye-glaring last night that I saw, not just with the Timberwolves, but also with the Denver Nuggets. So I want y'all to kind of hear the Denver Nuggets best player, Nikola Jokic, what he thought about last night's game blowout massacre. Game 6. It's about a 3-minute video. I'm gonna only play about 3 minutes of it, and we're gonna move on from there. So here we go.
Nikola, how do you guys just kind of watch a game like this away when just kind of nothing goes right for you and everything goes right for them?
I think we shouldn't. I think we need to sink in. Like, it's a great loss. They beat us, they destroy us, and we should learn it. And you need to give them respect. They came out and actually we had a 9-2 score.
I want to say something real quick about Jokic. Jokic has really grown on me a lot. He has really grown on me a lot because, up until really just this season, I was one of them type of people that say, Jokic needs this, needs that. But what I'm seeing with him, he not only is a great basketball player, but he's a great leader, and all his teammates who are around him seem to have nothing but good things to say about him. After a frustrating loss like this, you can see, him or anybody else would be super upset, but he basically gave the Timberwolves credit. And he basically, said, we deserve to, we had to take this loss, take this L. Right. But I also saw something interesting with Jokic in game 6. He was standing up the whole time in the fourth quarter. And the fact that I see him laughing like this and the fact that I see him, taking the loss for what it is, you could tell he's a winner. He wants to win. So there's no doubt in my mind for game 7, he's going to be ready to go. But I want to kind of, pull that out about Jokic.
Right. Fun. Didn't look good for them in that period, But since then, it was a one-team show. So I'm gonna take this as a great loss.
Well, and Nikola, that and I guess I saw online because I wasn't paying that close attention. Did you stand the entire fourth quarter, and what was sort of the thought behind that?
Just to be warm so I can lift after.
This is in native language, Nikola. Prvo čestitam za uručenje MVP nagrade na prošloj utakmici uz fenomenalno, možda da li to bilo od tvojih najboljih utakmica ikada, a evo da kažem kako si doživio ovu i nekad mi se čini da su bile oscilacije, nekad kad smo se bojali da ćete izgubiti, vi ste pobedili, kad smo mislili da sigurno ćete pobediti, niste pobedili.
Pa da, sigurno ova serija je jedna interesantna, pre početka sam rekao da će biti interesantna, da bukvalno svaka ekipa može da iznenadi da li na domaćem, da li na gostujućem terenu, tako da i 7. utakmica može da ode na jednu i na drugu stranu. Današnja utakmica bila, mi se nismo pojavili, jednostavno bili su u svakom segmentu bolji od nas, nismo pogađali, nismo kreirali otvorene šute, dali smo 60-70 poena, njihova odbrana je bila fantastična, tako da mislim, brojke govore same za sebe, tako da nemamo mi tu šta da dodamo.
Nikola, talking to people around the team, they said the only difference they ever noticed from you in the playoffs is maybe a little more focus. I guess, do you do anything special to make sure you're mentally as sharp as you can be?
No, I prepare for the game like every other game. I think I know all their calls, all their plays. For me, it's just another game.
And were you always able to treat every game the same? Or is that something that from childhood on?
Maybe not from childhood, but since I came in the league and I'm going to say my fourth, fifth year, when I had my minutes and I know what I'm going to do, and then I know my place first, and then start learning about their other teams' plays, actions.
Nicole, you have experience winning game sevens, playing in game sevens. What are you expecting in terms of atmosphere, and how do you win in those situations?
I mean, it can go one way or another. You know, I think that's why this series is interesting, because every team can win and lose, and it depends how the game's gonna open up. When you think,
boy, is that the truth, man? Like Game 5, the Nuggets came out there and just destroyed the Timberwolves, and people had thought Game 6 they're gonna close them out. Well, it looks like the Timberwolves took that, to heart, and that's why I say, when Nicole just said this can go either way, because you would think in Game 7 the Nuggets are going to come out there and handle the job and do what they need to do, but you're talking about a Minnesota team who has nothing really to lose, and you have a guy in Anthony Edwards, who I'm going to talk about in a minute, who is the ultimate competitor, leader, and pretty much unstoppable show. That's been the one consistent thing throughout the entire series. Anthony Edwards has been pretty much dominant for the majority of the series, right? He's been the guy who's been able to get to where he needs to get to on the court, outside of getting double teamed and getting schemed for. I know that's part of being a great player, but just individually, Anthony Edwards has just been who he is, man. Like, so I really don't think there's no loss of confidence, or any type of fear, or any type of whatever. It just comes off to, just like I said, just going out. The team's going out there and just preparing how they need to prepare. But let me play one more last instant with Nicole Jokic, and I'll go ahead and let's move on to the next thing.
think about it, basically the only kind of interesting game was Game 1 when we lost. When it was kind of close. Game 2 they blow us out. The Game 4 we blow them out. Game 5 they blow. So basically, hopefully we're gonna blow them up in Saturday, Sunday. So it's gonna be interesting, I think.
Nicola, was there anything different about the way they doubled you tonight compared to the rest of the series?
Yes, they didn't double me last couple games, so they doubled me today. But I think we created good shots most of the time, so we just didn't knock them down.
Nikola, možda nepotrebno pitanje, ali da li će možda sve biti na tome koliko igrači žele pobede? Ti s njim pričaš tako koliko žele, da li isto kao prošle godine ili?
Pa mislim da ekipa želi sigurno, ko želi da izgubi normalno, ali želja jedno, sigurno moraš da budeš na neki način fokusiran i da znaš šta radiš na terenu, ali ako hoćeš da pobediš, sigurno želja je na prvom mestu.
Nicole, you mentioned the good looks, and Coach talked about it, but he said maybe sometimes you were settling and there wasn't enough rebounding help or rebounders. So how much of it is that those are good shots, they just didn't go in? And
I mean, yes, it's not like we had tons of good shots. They're amazing. They're a really good defensive team. They're number one defense in the NBA for sure, for a reason. And but we show ourselves that we can create good ones, and we can beat that team. So, there is a good quote in Serbian, but I don't know how to translate about the shot. I'm going to try to remember for next this session.
Nicole, you said this was a great loss. Can you just elaborate on what that means? Like, what do you mean by it being a great loss?
It's a great, they beat our ass. They were better than us in every segment of the game, and we need to accept it. Take it, and just try to be better next time. When you lose by 45, it's not like something happens every day. So just accept it,
And see, that's what a champion says, man. See that right there, that last part, I hate that was the last thing that was. And as y'all come here and smash the like button, salute to the realist. What's good, bro? Salute to my man, the real E Leezy. Go follow my man, real E Leezy, on his platform, and go ahead and put it on the screen for y'all, man. For y'all to follow my man, the real E Leezy. Great basketball mind, great basketball channel right there. Go follow my guy. But what Nicole Jokic said at the end, that's what a real champion says. They accept the loss, they take it on the chin, and they move on to the next game. Understand this is a series. This is not a one-man show, one-game show. This was not the game that, eliminated the Denver Nuggets. And of course, this is where experience comes in. Now, I don't know who's going to win Game 7. I don't know yet, because my thing is, just like Nicola said, it can go either way. It can be where simply just the Denver Nuggets show and prevail at home. They have the crowd on their side. They have the experience. They have the coaching. They have the best player on the court, where it can just be, just with them coming in, just taking care of business how they're supposed to. Or it could be the Minnesota Timberwolves led by Anthony Edwards, who I'm about to talk to y'all about right now, coming in, who's a rare talent, who is a rare breed, a rare player, and just simply just taking over and willing his troops to come take over. And it could be a passing, of this year going to Anthony Edwards. So let me talk to y'all a little bit about what Ant-Man did last night. Let me go ahead and show y'all what Anthony Edwards did. He had 27 points, 4 threes, 4 assists. We have 3 steals, if I'm not mistaken. 47% from the field, 44% from the 3, and 87% from the line. Very, very good shooting splits. But also, I saw Anthony Edwards do something special as well. I saw him encouraging his teammates. I saw him playing defense, as y'all can see right now. So you think about Anthony Edwards, and I'm going to talk about him being the best player in the next 2-3 years. I made a video about 2 years ago about Anthony Edwards, saying he's going to be the best player in the league the next 3 to 5 years. Now, of course, we're 2 years removed from that, so now it's hit up to 2 to 3 years. And the reason why I said that is because I saw something in him very early. When he faced us in a play-in situation, I remember that in 2022, when he had Patrick Beverly and Jaden McDaniels as a young pup, and Karl Anthony Towns was in foul trouble. They had D'Angelo Russell. I watched that 20-year-old kid come in, not just with, of course he's athletic, of course he's strong, of course he can shoot the ball, of course he has a nice handle. I'm not talking about his, on the court. I'm talking about what he is with his intangibles, his leadership, his competitiveness, being coached, being a guy that, leads his team. I saw something in him very early. And I said, this is going to be the best player in the league in the next 2 to 3 years, or 3 to 5 years at that time. He's 22 years old right now. And the reason why I say 2 to 3 years is because you still got to respect the other players on the who's actually done more than him. You still got to respect the Giannis. You got to respect the Jokic. You got to respect, who else is around his age? SGA. You got to respect, the whole thing with Kawhi. Of course, with that knee injury, you see how that happens with him. But you got to respect guys who actually, coming in and been proven. This is Anthony Edwards' opportunity to prove that he's reached that mantle. I think he's right now right there, borderline top 10 in the NBA. Right? He comes out this series, he's definitely in the top 10 for sure. He gets to the finals, he becomes my top 5. You got Jason Tatum as well. You got to put in account these guys that have been proven. But what I see from Anthony Edwards, man, is just, last night, even take what he did. He was talking to his teammates about giving up runs and giving up leads and stuff like that in the past. And he said to himself, and he said to the team, this is what I'm talking about. Keep your foot on the gas. Don't let up. Just certain things that I catch from a leader who is really about it, that is just like, okay, this kid's special. And that's what the Nuggets are facing right now. They're facing a guy who ain't scared of him, who tells them like I'm about to play in a press conference right now. He tells it how it is. He's not shying away from no competition. And he's giving his teammates belief. This kid's 22 years old. He's 22. He's not 25. He's not 26. He's not 24. He's 22 years old. And he's doing what he's doing. He plays both ways of the basketball. Not one way like this trash-ass era who just, bigs up offense. Right? So like I said, man, I don't know who's going to win this series. I would really bet Denver. But it's like I said, the man on the screen, man, is the real deal. I've been saying this shit for 2-3 years about who Anthony Edwards is. before ESPN got popularized or any of these sports big market media got popularized talking about him, Chop been big on his cap for the last 3 years. So I want to kind of hear what he has to say in his post-game press conference real quick. It's going to be a few minutes, and then we're going to move on.
And you guys are facing elimination coming in here. Like, what do you think led to just the response that you guys had tonight?
Shit, we got Mike Conley back. That was it.
What does he bring to the table that just means so much to you guys?
I mean, 3 for 6 from 3.
Also, something else before I move on. One thing about Ant-Man I love too is he's very, very humble. He's always giving credit to people like his teammates and even his opponents. This whole entire series, he said Nikola Jokic has been the best player. He's the best player in the league, and really, that's true. But there's something inside me that thinks that Anthony Edwards feels like he's the best player. But he's gonna give his contemporaries respect because they've already accomplished what he's trying to get. Notice the first thing he said. What changed tonight? They had Mike Conley back. Not that he had 27 points. Not that he led the team in scoring. Not that because he gave it to his teammates. And see, when you have that, you actually make your teammates want to play harder for you. You got, you want Karl Anthony Towns to play harder for you. Jaden McDaniels play a little bit harder for you. Kyle Anderson play a little bit harder for you. Your role players, your teammates want to play a little bit harder for you because they see you appreciate what they bring to the team. Great awareness from Anthony Edwards. And also something else, y'all notice he has a tank top on, so it looks like to me he's probably going to work out after the game. That's another thing, his work ethic, right? He's probably going to go out and, probably work out and, shoot around the gym. Because if he was really about to, pack it in and go home, he's probably going to put like his casual clothes on. But at the end of the day, Ant-Man, yeah, man, he's a special player. Let me go on and continue though.
13 points, just efficient. He always gonna make the right play.
This team does seem to have a toughness about it that whenever you're down, you pick yourselves back up. What do you think leads to that?
Guys just believing in themselves. I think the last 3 games we was all down on ourselves, like just trying to point the finger, blame somebody. And then I think today, before the game, the coaches, the whole staff, like they did a great job of putting a clip together as far as like the plays that we made, the 2 games that we won against these guys. And everybody like started to believe after that little edit that they put together. And I can tell the energy shifted after that little edit. So that was big time. I told them that was big time putting the edit together.
And coming into this game, how did you approach it? Like, what were you thinking that you needed to do in this game coming into it?
Me individually, just shoot it every chance I get. Honestly, yeah. I don't think I shot it enough. I'm looking at it. I only shot 17 times, but we won, so I don't care. But yeah, just shoot it every chance I get. Because last game they took the ball out of my hands.
I was going to ask about the other guys who then got a lot of shots. I think between you, Rudy, and Kat, I think you guys were 16 to 35 together, and you got a lot of help from everybody else. How did you see that come together?
Bro, Jaden played great tonight. He took 10 shots and had 21. Yeah, he was fantastic tonight. Yeah, for sure. Big shout out to him. He's the X factor of the team. I think everybody knows it. When he plays well, we win. I don't know the percentages, but I mean, I feel like when Jaden plays well, can't nobody beat us. So I mean, him playing like that tonight, it was crazy.
And what's the difference between you bringing the ball up and Mike or somebody else bringing the ball up and you being on the wing? Does your mindset change? How does it work?
I mean, it's a big difference. I mean, because last game I was trying to get people involved and be aggressive. But when Mike playing, I don't have to worry about getting people involved. That's his job. So, yeah, tonight it was no getting people involved for me. I don't think I had that many assists tonight. Yeah. Oh, I had 4. So I did what I needed to do.
And was hoping to get your early thoughts on Sunday. They call it the 2 greatest words in sports, Game 7, with a 1-game opportunity to knock out the defending champs. Just how do you look at it?
Like you said, they're the defending champs. So it's going to be super tough. They're home. They're at the crib. They fans is crazy. It's going to be super loud. But, I mean, I feel like as a competitor, it's like one of the best feelings in the world. I've never played a game 7 on the road, but all my playoff experiences on the road has been like super fun because nobody's on your side. So I can just imagine how this game will be and like the fans. So I'm super pumped for it. Like I'm super happy. I'm ready to play it.
As a leader, how do you try not to get high on these moments as far as blowing them out tonight, going to that game 7, just to carry it over?
I mean, I wouldn't. It's hard not to get high, I would say, but I think that's a good question. I think it's just you got to understand that we was here. We won 2 games in Denver, and then came here and got spanked the next 3 games in a row. So I think it should be easy for us now to understand. Like just because we beat these guys, don't mean that we're gonna beat them again. We got to come out and play with the same level of aggression, and if we do that, we'll be successful.
And you
going down? I'm feeling good. Yeah. Pretty much. I think we always believed that we could compete with this team, and it showed tonight. I mean, it showed tonight, man. We played great as a team. It's what I look forward to. I think I don't know how long ago I said I want to be the best player on both sides of the ball in the NBA, and like I told her, I think it was probably 2 years ago. It's something that I've been working on, and it always comes with being in shape. And it seems like towards the end of the season, I always tend to get in my best shape, and I wasn't tired at all chasing them around. And
All right, so I think y'all get the point. Now, as y'all come here and smash the like button, y'all heard the last thing he said. I've been doing this for the last 2 years. That's around the same time I said this is going to be the best player in the NBA. Why is that? Because he said he plays both ends of the ball. Right? I respect that to the highest degree because that's when you know you're a real basketball player. The guy that can play both ends or at least put effort. You know what I'm saying? At least put effort on the defensive side of the ball. That's what you got to do. But he said it. He's in shape. He takes pride into defense. And Jamal Murray, he be having trouble scoring on this man. Who in the league does this? Who plays both ends at this level? I don't see anybody probably outside of SGA. And he ain't really an all great on-ball defender. He's a great help defender. But he doesn't take the challenge of just sitting in the chair and guarding and chasing around players. This guy has an old mentality, old school mentality. You could tell he watched a lot of Kobe and a lot of Mike. You know what I'm saying? You could tell. To sit in a chair and be able to do that on a consistent basis, how could you not be the best player in the league if you do it on both ends? There's only 2 ways to play ball, offense and defense. So how are you not the best player? The only player that does that, or the last player that really did that, is y'all know who. And he was out with injury this year. That's the only person I can think of who does it on both ends at an elite level. There's no one else in the league that does that. Now, let me say this last thing before I let people in. As y'all come here and smash that like button. So, if he's going to be the best player in the next 2 to 3 years, that means you got to compare and contrast his contemporaries. So what I did is I pulled up a list of some of the players, ranking the top 25 players under the age of 25. Right, as y'all can see on the screen, you got Victor Wembanyama in the middle, you got Chet Holmgren, you got Luka Doncic, you got Alfred Sengun, you got Ja Morant, you got Anthony Edwards. Right, this is the future. This is some of the guys who are the future of the league, who are under the age of 25. You know, you got the next tier, guys like Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox. Those type of players are like, you know, in between that 25 to like 28, 29 range. Right? But these are the guys who are going to be carrying the league the next 10 years. So I'm not going to go through everybody, but, you know, I'm going to kind of, you know, skim through some of the players who are contemporaries to, whatchamacallit, to Anthony Edwards as being the best player in the league, which I think we should just go straight to the top 10. Right? You got Victor Wembanyama, right? You got Victor Wembanyama right now, who just came into the league as a rookie, who's 20 years old. Now, a lot of people are, high on Victor Wembanyama. I still got to see him in the postseason. I mean, this is just his first year. So I don't even think that's not a conversation for you to be talking about with him. But he's definitely a great talent. Zion Williamson, he's probably the most dominant. He's 23 years old, but unfortunately, he can't stay in shape. See, you want to talk about people getting injured. This man has been to one playoff round in 5 years, been healthy. He got hurt this year with his hamstring. He was out last year. He just sat out. He was out for, his first 2 years basically with injury. So this guy has basically not been able to stay on the court. So he can't really be in discussion. He can be the most dominant, but he's not the best. Alvin Sengun, great talent at 21 years old, right? Plays for the Houston Rockets. Plays a lot like Pau Gasol. Great footwork, great touch, great shooting ability. I love watching him play. But like I said, it goes back to two-way players. Like, I'm trying to find two-way players who, would do what Ant can do. Now, this is an interesting one, Paolo Banchero. He's 21 years old. Paolo Banchero has the physical gifts and size to be a two-way player. From what I've seen this year with Orlando, he's a very, very solid, solid. I think he's 6'9", 6'10", something like that. He has, pretty good shooting touch. Has the size to be a great defender. It's going to be a sneaky one. It's just, to me, we just got to see how Paolo Banchero, if he wants to be that. Him playing for the Orlando Magic and them getting to the playoffs this year. We got to see, how he responds in the next few years in the playoffs. We got to see. This is his second year going to his third, so I'm interested to see. Scotty Barnes, now I ain't really big on Scotty Barnes. LaMelo Ball, all the talent, but I don't think he really wants to be the best player. He wants to be in that conversation. I just think he wants to go out there and hoop. He don't have a really good team around him. You got Brandon Miller, who's, another up-and-coming, young player, but I ain't seen enough of LaMelo. He's another one that's been injured as well, been out with injuries, but I just don't know if he really wants to be that. I don't see him playing on both ends consistently. Right? Like I said, I'm going through a list of guys who are under 25 years old who basically you guys, would think could be the face of the league. Right? So you got LaMelo Ball, Chet Holmgren, 21 years old. Need to feed this dude a hamburger, 2 of them, to like 2 sets of fries and 2 shakes throughout the day. If this boy ever puts any weight on, then he's gonna be a problem. But also Chet Holmgren, he's gonna be hard for him to be that as long as SGA is right beside him, because SGA is making his own case of building his own legacy and being the best player in the league or being one of the top players. So it's gonna be kind of hard for both of them at the same time. But as far as Chet individually, he needs to put on weight. He's not Kevin Durant. I don't know where that comparison came from, but he is not Kevin Durant at all. But he has a lot of upside just because of his size and shooting touch, his ability to block shots. He averaged 2.6 blocks this year, 40% from the 3-point line. So he has a lot of good skills, but he's not Kevin Durant. I don't know where that even came from. Tyrese Maxey, was he 23? I like Tyrese. But I don't think he's a guy who's gonna carry a franchise. If Joel Embiid leaves this team, I don't think Tyrese Maxey's taking him deep into the playoffs, even in the East. But not a two-way player, he's a one-way player. A lot of these guys are one-way players. Ja Morant, one-way player. We already know what Ja Morant can do on the offensive end, but he can't do it on the defensive end. Tyrese Halliburton, offensive player, right? Came up on the ranks because Ja Morant got in that trouble. The two players, in my opinion, under 25 who are the top right now on this list is Anthony Edwards at 22, who just turned 22, and you got Luka Doncic, which I feel, me personally, has I think he gets a lot of his publicity from the regular season. He's been basically a player who's been, you know what I'm saying, playing at a high level since he got into the league. But he kind of looks like as a person under 25 that's on top right now. If Anthony Edwards gets this team to the NBA Finals, though, then I'm putting him at the top. I'm putting Anthony Edwards at the top. I already feel like he's the best player under 25, but he has to go out there and get this team and reel them to the postseason. That's the only way it's going to happen. But I enjoy watching two-way players that get up and down, get out the mud. My man Elise going in. Shit. Let me go ahead and drop this link for y'all, man. Drop the link for y'all right now. But yeah, man, I think Anthony Edwards is gonna be the best player in the league in the next 2 to 3 years. I think he'll be the best player. I think he's the most complete. Like, let me ask y'all, like, what weaknesses does Anthony Edwards really have in his game? Like, what can Anthony Edwards not do? What is something that you can say, I'm gonna make him do this, make him uncomfortable? The only thing I really see in his game that you want to nitpick that he can be better on is his shot selection. That's just about it. That's it. He's 6'5", he's 225. You ain't pushing him out the paint. You ain't pushing him around. He can jump out the gym. He can shoot. He can handle the rock. He can play defense. He has great leadership qualities, great intangibles. All of the guys I named, all of them got weaknesses. All those guys got weaknesses. I cannot think of a real weakness for Anthony Edwards. And the thing about it, he wants to get better. He wants to get better. He's already going up against, think about this. He's already going toe-to-toe with the best player in the league. Toe-to-toe. Man, I seen this 2 years ago. But we're going to drop this link. See. Oaktown said Ja's already. Yeah, Ja's definitely a ceiling raiser. He's going to definitely. I'm interested to see how Ja comes back. Down the line. Let me see. Yep, MJ and Kobe, E. That's it. That's the only two players I saw that can do, like, that does it on both ends. I don't see nobody else that can do that. MJ, Kobe, and Kawhi are the only people I know that can do that. What's good, E?
What's good with it, BJ? Happy Friday, man. Salute to you.
Salute. What you got,
Make
bro?
sure you like, share, and subscribe. Salute to Rick, too, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, yeah. That Ja Morant shit, I don't know, bro. The same thing was with Derrick Rose. Like, you know what I'm saying? All that torque on your ligaments, planting and cutting and doing all that stuff, you can't sustain that for a long time. Because look at Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook's pure athleticism, but now look, he struggles to make jump shots. Even though I thought that he had a real efficient pull-up mid-range, but now look, it's like he's scared to even shoot the ball. So John needs to develop some other part of his game. He needs to start shooting and become a basketball. Like, you know what I mean? He needs to start working on his jump shot. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, pull-up jump shot, and catch and shoot. And from everywhere on the court. Because you have to be able to shoot. Look at J. Kidd. J. Kidd was on athleticism too. But then you got to understand, Jay Kidd, later on in his career, he became a catch and shoot player, a really efficient and good catch and shoot player, which allowed him to, you know what I'm saying, kind of extend his career. And he was able to win a championship off of that with the Dallas Mavericks. So sometimes you got to change your game and add different things to your game. You can't just be one dimensional. And if he does not exert so much energy on offense with all the cutting and jumping and sprinting and all of that stuff, that'll allow him to have more energy to, you know what I'm saying, exert on defense. So it's things that John Morant can do to kind of become a complete basketball player. And I think that's one of those things. What you think?
I mean, yeah, like I said, bro, like with Ant-Man though, bro, like when did you see him? Did you see him becoming this like early on, or did you kind of feel like I gotta see him play a little bit more? Did you see like what do you see him with the Kobe and Mike comparisons? I mean, I don't feel like nobody should be comparing them to, but is he the guy in the league right now that kind of resembles them both?
Yeah, I agree. I think that Ant-Man is the best player in the NBA just because of his lead. At 22, the way he leads that team, bro, you got other veterans on that team, players like Cat, who've been in the league for about 6, 7, 8 years. You got Mike Conley, who's been in the league 13, 14 plus years. He is the one that giving direction and instilling, you know what I'm saying, the confidence in those other guys and inspiring and motivating. You don't see that from a 22-year-old, bro.
No,
you just don't. Not Michael Jordan didn't even do that at 22. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant didn't even do that at 22. So it took them years, like later on, to really figure out how to be leader. He's showing those qualities early, and that's scary, bro, because guess what? He's just not telling them, oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. He's going out there and landing on the line and leading by example and verbally. So whenever you got a player like that, and then he's special on offense with his skill set, bro. So whenever you got a player like that, it's easy for all the other guys to say, you know what? Man, this dude right here, I'm gonna run through a brick wall for this dude. And that's what you're saying with Minnesota Timberwolves throughout the whole season. They've been the top 5 team all season. You know what I'm saying? They've been consistent. They haven't lost 3 games all year except for this recent series. That's not losing 3 in a row all year. Do you know how hard that is to do? Because we know it's ebbs and flows of a season. You have injuries. You have players that just, you know what I'm saying, go into those spots where they play bad. And that's special, bro. He's special. He's special.
I like the thing about it. I like about him too, bro. Like he gives credit to everyone else. Like we know how great he is, but part of him being great also is awareness to give credit to his contemporaries and his teammates. He's always giving credit to everyone else instead of himself. So that to me makes it think that he always wants to get better. He's not satisfied with just being who he is right now.
Right, humble. That's called humility, bro. Being humble. And he's from down south Georgia, bro. So I mean, you already know. A lot of them dudes are raised like that. You know what I'm saying? To be humble because they come from small towns and it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot. They don't come. It's poverty. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. I love him, man. I love watching him play. So, what you think about Game 7? Who you think gonna win Game 7?
I think Minnesota's gonna win. I just think Minnesota's gonna win. I don't think nobody really wants to see Denver again, bro. It's nothing exciting about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So. But I just feel like Minnesota is a better team, in my opinion.
What you think was the reason they lost them 2 games at home? Like, you just think it was more so cockiness? You feel like it was just more them letting their foot off the gas?
Nah, you know where I'm going with that. I just think it was the NBA, bro. I'm just saying, because it don't even make sense. How do you beat Denver in Denver with the altitude? And then all of a sudden you come back home on your high energy in front of your home crowd and you don't even play the same way. It was weird, bro. That shit didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah, that shit was wild, man. I don't know where to go with this, man, because it's just like if they get that whole Rudy Gobert shit with Jokic figured out and like not let him get torched, then I feel like Minnesota gonna win. But if Jokic goes for 50 points in Game 7, I think they're gonna edge Minnesota out. That's what I think gonna happen.
Yeah, I think Joker, they can live with Joker getting his points. If they shut off Aaron Gordon and everybody else, then I think they can easily win the game. But the Joker gonna score anyway. It's hard to really stop him from getting his numbers, but you can't allow him to get 12 and 13 assists though, and 15 rebounds. You got to be able to control the glass if you want to pull the series out. You got to do your work on the glass.
Yeah, for sure. You get that altitude in Denver ain't no joke either. Man, Denver,
Yeah.
up there, bro, like that shit is no joke playing up in Denver. You gotta get your win for like the first 5-10 minutes before you even like can breathe normal. Like that is absolutely different. So, nah, man, what you think about the OKC and Dallas series?
Man, I think OKC laid an egg the other night. I think Luka is faking an injury, like a lot of these players do. But to be honest, though, bro, I think that they got a shot, though. I still think that OKC could bring this back to OKC for a game 7, in my opinion.
Yeah, they can. I don't know if they will. If they can, definitely do it though. They should have. And see, that's the thing about Dallas and OKC. Like they lost on their home court. You know what I'm saying? Back to back time. So you can see Dallas winning game or losing game 6, and then OKC losing game 7. I mean that can be the case, but it's definitely to take it. It's definitely right there to take it.
Yeah, it's right there.
Shit.
For sure. Because OKC is kind of on the same trajectory as Minnesota. They've been consistent all season.
Mm-hmm.
Last couple of games, they haven't really played well. So, you know what I'm saying? So we got to put that in perspective. Like they've been a pretty good home team, one of the best home teams all season. So OKC still got a shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's only one game. You got to look at this. This is just a one game. You win this game, you get yourself a chance in the game 7. But it's, I just think that they playing with house money because guess what? OKC not even supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this young team, super young, still growing. Coach of the year, probably should have had the MVP. They got a chip on their shoulder. They got a lot to play for. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that they can go into Dallas. They proved it last time. You know they're going to keep fighting. They went into Dallas and they got a key win. So what makes you think that they're not capable of doing that again? Because Luka had one good game. That's the first game he really had that was a good game all season. You know what I'm saying?
You already know I'm going with that shit, man. He been, man. I don't know. I'm getting Dallas fans riled up, but that dude's overrated, man. He's hella overrated.
Yeah.
God damn. Dude,
these Dallas fans be coming out the woodworks, boy. I be like, they be hella hyper over Dallas. I'm like, bro, like Dallas is weak, bro. Niggas they don't be winning like that.
Man. But you know what? If it comes this Denver and this Minnesota series, I think gonna come out the West. Whoever comes out this series.
Yeah.
Because it's just
whoever comes out of what series? The Minnesota Denver?
Yeah, whoever come out that series. I feel like gonna win the West. So man. I'm about to watch your video earlier today. I missed. I'm gonna definitely check it out. But you said the NBA helped force the game 7.
Yeah, I was in my bag. I was talking shit, bro. I try to entertain my people, man. But hey, it's truth to most of the shit that I say. It's the way I present it to make y'all think like, man, this nigga just be saying anything.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff I'll be like, okay, yeah, he be on to something, and some I'm like, this nigga he getting up early in the morning and shit. He trying to keep himself entertained. I'm like, he chatting.
I gotta keep my people engaged, man. You feel
me? Yeah. So let me ask you one more question. So who you feel like is a better player between Ant and SGA?
Oh, I think Ant-Man is a slightly better. I think Ant-Man is a better defender only because he's a little bit more explosive, like in his movement. I think SGA is a more relaxed scorer and can get to his spots better. So if I'm having to choose, they kind of cancel each other out. I think they're both equally as good, but one has a little bit better attribute than the other. Or, yeah, a little bit better attribute, like, you know what I'm saying, than the other one, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect
Because
sense.
SGA is a poised, like, he's just so relaxed. You can't speed him up. He's going to get to his spots. Ant-Man is a better three-point shooter. What's the name is a better mid-range player. In the post, they both can post up. So they both can use their body and get to a spot, and you know what I'm saying, and get their shot off. But I think that what's the name is a better defender, even though SGA is a good defender, but SGA lacks in like internal and physical strength when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, defending. And Ant-Man is more stronger. He's a little bit more more bigger, you know what I'm saying, as far as his physique. Like, so he might be able to defend a little bit more positions. You know what I'm saying? But SGA is a really good defender too, because he plays angle. You know what I'm saying? He has long arms as a wing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty long at his position. You know what I'm saying? He gets a lot of steals and a lot of deflections. I think he led the league in steals this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2.2 steals. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, and that's just not him just getting steals off of fluke, off of other people tipping passes or whatever. That's him actually guarding the ball. You know what I'm saying? And guarding, like, and being matched up on the best player on opposing teams at times. Like, you know what I'm saying? He kind of fared well in those matchups. He struggles a little bit when you put a bigger like a bigger wing or a bigger if he has to guard a bigger wing, you know what I'm saying, and like a more physical player, he kind of struggles a little bit, only because that physicality part. But other than that, like, he plays positioning and angles, like kind of like us. Sometimes we give credit to Steph Curry, like he battles, and he's bigger than Steph Curry, so he's able to defend at a higher level than Steph Curry. So, and he gives effort.
SGA is people don't know, he's a smooth 6'6".
Smooth
like a
6'6",
smooth 6'6",
yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I think he plays the game smarter than Ant. Like, if there's one weakness I can think of Ant is his shot selection, because it's like, nigga, like, you got all the athleticism and strength in the world, like you keep shooting all these long ass threes. I know you can, you know, shoot from the 3-point line, but SGA said, "Nah, I'm getting to my spots, the elbow, mid post, turn around, fake one way, fake the other way." You know, he plays the game in a smarter way. I think that's why the efficiency comes, and the, you know, even the scoring output. I think he averaged like 30 points per game this year.
Yeah, 30 all season consistently against every level of competition. So it's not a fluke. He can do it against great defenses. He can do it against mediocre, and he can do it against okay defenses. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, in his numbers, it like that 30 can turn into a 40, 45 if you're not really a great defensive team. But even the great defensive teams, he still dropped 32, 33. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that just lets you know that the way he goes about his business is so methodical and technical. He doesn't take any like wasted dribbles. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna figure out how to get to that spot and either get his teammate a wide open shot or get a good look every time. And, you know what I'm saying? That's a sign of a great player, especially offensively. Great offensive player.
I had somebody say SGA's offensive game is kind of like, and this is kind of a stretch because he's a bigger person, but like AI's, as far as him getting to his spots, his mid-range, like his midi. Like how, you know, Iverson used to drive and get to that, you know, mid-range spot and stop on the dime. They said SGA kind of does that because he's slithery and he's fast as hell with the ball too.
Right.
So
you know who I would compare him to be honest with you? I like Paul Pierce and Joe Johnson comparison. Smooth with the rock and get to any spot and get his shot off. He might not be hella fast like that, but he uses size and he got great footwork. Straight up.
Joe Johnson, yeah. 6'7", Joe Johnson. Yeah. He had a couple years when he scored the shit out the ball.
Yeah. Them battles that he had with Boston, you know what I'm saying, them years, man, he was tough.
In Boston and the Hawks and Atlanta.
Yeah.
He
was tough.
Yeah, them the type of players you hate playing up against too. Like, they just bump you off your spot and then just go straight over you.
use his physicality, yeah, to create just a little bit of separation. That's all you need is a little bit of separation to get to where you feel comfortable with raising up and getting to your little midi, or you know what I'm saying, or a little 18 or 20-foot jumper.
For sure. For sure. Man.
Hit them thumbs up, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. You know, then donate, man, if y'all can.
For sure. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. And also subscribe to my boy Really Lazy, man. Subscribe to his page, man. Great content over there. Y'all see it on the screen. Speaking of the Warriors, nigga, what's the Warriors gonna do next year, man? The off season.
I don't know. Hey, Heron, my God, he just let me know that they might be looking at Nicholas Claxton from Brooklyn, because Brooklyn might try to blow that thing up over there. So, they might be looking at him, bro. So, if we can get a player like him, we know he's a defender and a rebounder. You know what I'm saying? He's long. He'll be able to help us when it comes to that, and we know he's a lob threat. So, if we can get a player like that, that'll help us. But I don't know what we're going to have to give up. I don't know the situation with his contract, or if he's a free agent, or we're looking to try to see if we could trade some pieces for him. But if anything we do, I am not giving up Jonathan Kuminga. He is the only player that's untouchable if I'm the Warriors. Everybody else, Clay, Dre, all them niggas, you can package them niggas up if you want to, but don't get rid of. Because that's the problem when we lost last year. And I was trying to tell motherfuckers, bro, you getting rid of your young core. Like, we had motherfucking Patrick. We could have used Patrick Baldwin Jr., Ryan Rollins, and Jordan Poole this year. Let's just keep it a buck. We could have used them. Shit, I don't understand. Like, why do you draft the young players, but then you want to trade them for a motherfucking old-ass motherfucking dinosaur motherfucker? That's like ass backwards to me. You feel what I'm saying? That's just not conducive to, if you're trying to win and still trying to build and put competitive teams on the court to put you in a position to win more championships, then, bro, you keep your young core. Sometimes they going to struggle at times. They going to go through seasons where you don't feel like you're getting the best. That just means, like, okay, if the players aren't responding to the coaching, maybe we need to look at changing the coaching. We got these young guys. Maybe this isn't the right coach for the younger guys. He's good with the veteran players, because veteran players really don't need that much guidance, because, you know what I'm saying, have a developed IQ and understanding for how to play the game, and they're skilled. But at the end of the day, if you're going to get younger, then shit, maybe this isn't the coach. Maybe I need to go get a coach that, you know, is respected in that regards and knows how to build younger players up. So it's not always, like, you know what I'm saying, the young guy's fault. Like James Wiseman, the Warriors could have maximized his talent. Of course, he was talented. They drafted him off of potential, and they compared him to Anthony Davis, which was unfair to him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of expectation and pressure you're putting on a young guy who doesn't even have a lot of basketball experience. He only played in a handful of games at Memphis. So you stunted his growth by trying to change him into a Kevon Looney type and put all these high expectations on a player that wasn't that experienced. So what you do, you bring him along slow. Maybe bring a big man in to teach him how to be a big man. Maybe take him over there to motherfucking Akeem Olajuwon and say, we want you to get this work in. And then you have to play to his strengths. You can't say, oh, I don't want you shooting three. Oh, I don't want you doing this. I just want you to do this. No, if a player has the skill set, your job is to maximize that skill set, not take away. And that's what I thought the Warriors did a lot with players. Just like even with Jordan Poole. Oh, Jordan Poole, don't be Jordan Poole. But you give your players the freedom, you know what I'm saying, to do whatever they want. And that's why the Warriors led the league in turnovers the last 10 years. They were the highest. They had the high turnover to assist ratio. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you give them that freedom. So you can't tell them not to play like that. You feed into that. He could have got better defensively. He could have got better defensively, bro. Let's keep it 100. Jordan Poole could have got better defensively. I'm just saying. Because Chris Paul, he don't play no fucking defense. What defense did Chris Paul play this year other than fouling niggas? Come on,
cone, bro. Straight cone, like Pat Bev says.
Come on. Like, what?
That's facts. That's hella facts, E. Nah, but I mean, I think y'all just got honestly, Kuminga, untouchable. Steph, untouchable, of course. But what y'all gonna do with Clay?
Shit, bro. If we can get like a Markelle Fultz or a Gary Harris, because they talking about him going to Orlando. So I don't know if it can be a sign and trade situation to where we can try to get like a Wendell Carter Jr. I don't know if he's on the table, or a Jonathan Isaac even. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you're gonna do that, explore the options and see what Orlando is willing to give up if you want to do a sign and trade. Like, he's a restricted free agent. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the Warriors can match whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So if somebody offer him a contract, it's the ball is put back in the Warriors court to try to say, okay, are you willing to give him this? If not, then shit, they're gonna have to let that go. I don't know what Clay's mindset is. See, Clay feels like he's still like the best two guard in the game. But then he'll come out and tell you, oh, I don't mind coming off the bench and all of this. But I'm like, bro, you're not that great anymore. You still can shoot. But other than that, bro, some of your decision making on the court and your defense have declined. So it's just like, you have to come to grips with, settling. If you want to win, you're going to have to take less money. If you want to just be a part of a young team that's building and trying to get themselves to where they can make playoff pushes, you know what I'm saying, or appearances every year, but don't have no hopes of winning another championship, then you take the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's no in between there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just who, like I could just say, like, what NBA team right now that's in the playoffs you think they can utilize him right now? Like that's like a contender. Denver.
You talking about Clay?
Denver, you know what I'm saying? Minnesota, OKC. I think he will fit in OKC just because of Chet and Jalen Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So that'll put OKC in position to compete for championships if they get a player like Clay. Because you can't leave Clay. You can't leave him.
Take bum ass Josh Giddey off the team and plug Clay in there.
Right. That part right there.
Yeah. Exactly. No, man, I think Clay is still serviceable. It's just, I think them damn injuries, man, and coming back how he came back too soon, in my opinion, really messed some shit up. I ain't gonna even cap. I ain't gonna even lie.
Facts. I agree with that. But he just got to be realistic to where he is in his career right now. Steph Curry is still Steph Curry. Draymond Green has declined, but we know his effort and his energy level. When he's focused on basketball, per se, Draymond Green is a really good player. You know what I'm saying? But Klay Thompson is the wild card, him and Andrew Wiggins, because their mentality, they still feel like Andrew Wiggins doesn't know when he wants to be a number one draft pick or just a nigga that's in the background. You know what I'm saying? And just want to he's fine with just, you know what I'm saying, being mediocre. And then you got Klay. He's somebody that just be like, man, I'm still Klay Thompson. Shit, I helped win 4 championships. I deserve to be paid, and I want to get all the damn playing time. Nah, you don't really play that great defense like you used to play because of the injuries. And then you take bad shots because you do feel trying to show the world that you're still Klay Thompson. And y'all got to understand, Klay Thompson is more regular season than he is playoffs. Klay Thompson really ain't had no good finals. He only had that one game in game 6 versus motherfucking before he got injured against Toronto. And other than that, yes, he is game 6 Klay. But do you hear what y'all saying? Game 6. That's only one game out of a series. One game. Other than that, Klay kind of struggled. His numbers really didn't elevate when he got to the playoffs. Steph Curry went from regular season, and then his numbers elevated when he went to the playoffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Klay's numbers kind of died off a little bit. His percentages went down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So y'all have to understand that Klay Thompson is just a good role player on a great team. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't sit up there and say, oh, the Warriors won them championships because of Klay Thompson. No, he was an added piece. Just because of his bandwidth, just because of his ability to shoot, that makes him valuable. Because you can't leave him. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll pay. So, but other than that, bro, it's not like we were giving him the ball and saying, go make a play. Clay was more catch and shoot based off of what everybody else around him was doing with the ball. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. And he needs a system. He catch and shoot. Catch and shoot guys don't elevate. They're not systems. They're, like you said, they're pieces. Just like the JJ Redick's, just like, you know what I'm saying, the Ray Allen's in later in his career. The catch and shoot guys don't elevate your team as a sole guy. So yeah, when you say we won because of him, nah, you won because he was able to fit in, just like Draymond. He fit in with a good team that has the system perfect for what he does. But Draymond go to a different team. He not doing the same shit he doing with the Warriors. At least I don't believe though. I don't believe so. Oh, your mic dropped, E.
He's not. Oh,
go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I say if Draymond goes to a different team, he'll be more offensive oriented because everybody doesn't have the same type of players and system as the Warriors. You might try to replicate what the Warriors do, but you don't have the personnel to do what the Warriors do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he would probably look for his shot more in any other situation, like he did when he first got the opportunity to play for the Warriors. Draymond Green was more of an offensive player. What people don't realize, his jump shot was better than David Lee's jump shot. You know what I'm saying? His post game wasn't better than David Lee's post game. His defense was better than David Lee's defense, and his ability to create, you know what I'm saying, and facilitate was better than David Lee. But people need to understand Draymond used to shoot the ball way more when he first got that opportunity when David Lee went down. And people keep forgetting that Draymond Green used to be able to score. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And he took a higher volume of shots. But the role changed when they figured out we want to feature the Splash Brothers. They said, okay, Draymond, we need you to take a step back. We want to move in this direction. He was upset with that. But 4 championships later, now, you know what I'm saying? That was a great move. If you want to be honest, it was a great move. Like, you feel me?
Great. It was a fucking genius move. That definitely was a great fit. I couldn't agree more. That's why I love talking to basketball minds like E. Like I said, see, you can't have conversation like this with everybody. So I definitely appreciate my man E typing in, and got a little bit more time to let people come in if y'all want to come in and tap in. But the Clippers, bro, I think the one thing I always wanted to ask you, you said you feel like our time would be next year.
Mm-hmm.
How does that come upon when you be saying? Because like I said, these injuries, 4 years in a row losing. Why? When you say next year will be our time, where do you come off like that?
Your time, because I believe that Kawhi will be healthy next year. And also you're gonna have to figure out what you want to do with James Harden and or Paul George. I think Russell Westbrook right now can still help the Clippers win a championship. And people might not agree with me with that, but just for his humility alone and him being humble and him being willing to sacrifice every part of his game for the betterment of the team. And you know he's a great locker room guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's not like a distraction to the team. That's a benefit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now your offense was predicated to one-on-one, dribble, step back. That's not conducive to trying to win championships. You have to have a system in place. And when they added James Harden, it took the system out of place. You see what I'm saying? Robert Covington was a perfect glue guy. Nicholas Batum, we've seen what he did in Philly. I thought he might have been serviceable and could have been a good guy. And I still like Marcus Morris Sr., and we've seen what he did that last game when he got a lot of minutes, you know what I'm saying, for Cleveland. Like, he literally single-handedly damn near won them the game based off of his excellent play. So you have to tweak it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Paul George and the Kawhi Leonard experiment can work because Paul George doesn't have the right mindset to win championships. He's okay with losing, as he stated. And I don't want that type of guy around me. He's more focused on doing podcasts. And guess what? He's still a great player. Don't get me wrong. But when you need him the most, you get the less version of him. So I would package him up. And guess what? And I said this when the season ended, Paul George will probably end up a Warrior because I know he wants to play with Steph Curry. and it's still close to home. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's only about a 7 hour drive, and then less than that, you know what I'm saying, flight to LA if you want to go back home. Like, you know what I'm saying? So but the only thing that would come in that deal, which what I think would be great, you know what I'm saying, for the Clippers, is Jonathan Kuminga. So if you trade, or if you want to do a deal, a sign and trade again, because Jonathan Kuminga deserves to be paid this season as well. If you want to do that, you can package him up with a Gary Payton II, because you need to add players that's selfless, that's going to defend. You know what I'm saying? That's for the betterment of the team. And we know that the Clippers are a good defensive team when they lock in, but you need to shift your personnel around. And then you need to figure out this James Harden shit. James Harden needs to be or you can't go into next season with James Harden, bro. I'm sorry. Him or Paul George, or both of them niggas gotta go, bro. I'm just keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Like, if you can get a Jonathan Kuminga and a GP2, you know what I'm saying, and maybe like a Kevon Looney or something, bro, that'll help the Clippers tremendously, because you're gonna get a healthy Kawhi next year. I don't care what nobody says. Kawhi is fine, bro. He will be back next year, ready to go and ready to set that damn stadium on fire. I'm telling you.
I hope so. Because without him being healthy, none of this shit matters.
And you got Kai Jones, right? And you got Kobe Brown. You got Musa Diabate. I love those guys. Those are guys that you can build and add right now. And then you still got Norman Powell. I don't know. PJ Tucker, he can go on because he's a locker room hazard. You have to be careful with some of these guys, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You got to move on from some of these guys. So PJ Tucker, Paul George, and James Harden got to go. I'm sorry.
So what's
other
crazy,
pieces around them.
What's crazy is Paul got the player option for $48 million, and PJ got one for I think 12. I think they got the player option. I think Harden's the free agent, and Westbrook got one more year. So it's gonna be on them if they want to leave the team. I know PG don't want to go nowhere, so they're gonna have to, if he signs the player option, they're gonna have to trade him. I don't think PG leaving, but I think Harden, I would be okay with getting rid of Harden, let him go, and just having our guys have young pieces around them.
And I can see Harden going back to OKC. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll take some of the bandwidth off of O-Town. Where you go? Come back, O-Town. Hey, I think that'll take some of the bandwidth. Yeah, he'll come back in. Yeah, O-Town, it's on you, bro. I just wanted to make this last point. I think that he'll fit with OKC. He'll go back home. He's familiar with the fan base and everything. Or he can go to Houston, go back to Houston. You know what I'm saying? Where it's cheaper, the taxes and everything. But James Harden needs to go to a situation where he can still be James Harden. Dribble, 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 step back.
Man, that shit is good when it's good, but when it's not good, it's bad. It's stagnant. It stagnates the offense. It leaves guys sitting around doing nothing, twiddling their thumbs. Man, we saw that in game, pretty much the series. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean it's not winning basketball.
Yeah, that's true.
He said, your Wi-Fi got you kicked. Oh, it's all good, Oaktown.
Yeah, I knew it. His Wi-Fi be tripping sometimes. Just the area that he be in.
Yeah. Said trade all them got picks and young dogs, including Kawhi. See, I don't know, man. See, people say trade all these guys, but I don't know if Kawhi can win a title with just role players.
I think that he can, though, bro. Look what he did in Toronto. Those are a bunch of role players. There wasn't superstars. Pascal Siakam is not a superstar. Let's stop that. Okay?
Yeah.
Serge Ibaka damn near should have won a championship with OKC with Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant. So he was serviceable. Marc Gasol, former defensive player of the year. Boop. We know what he can do offensively and defensively. They just had a nice structured team. You still have veteran and Kyle Lowry. You know what I'm saying? You had OG Anunoby. They had a nice squad built over there. I would have stayed if I was Kawhi. But he wanted to go back home. He wanted to build his own team. He asked to trade SGA and get Paul George. That hasn't worked out for him. And you know the one thing that I say that kind of plagues the Clippers, if you're gonna be a team that's looking to turn the corner and win championships, you have to have the right ownership who has an understanding of basketball. Steve Ballmer doesn't know a damn thing about a basketball. Like, he just has a ton of money. And that can become problematic if you're not putting the right basketball minds in place in your front office. Now, we know Lawrence Frank, you know what I'm saying, Lawrence Frank is a pretty good, you know what I'm saying, basketball mind. But now you got Lawrence Frank, and then you got a player like a coach like Ty Lue. I think Ty Lue needs to move on, bro.
Hell yeah. He
And
ain't
I
the
said
coach for the
that
team, bro.
Daniel Craig should take over that team, bro, or Brian
Yes.
Shaw, in my opinion,
Yes.
because Brian Shaw deserves a head coaching opportunity.
I
You know
like
what I'm
B.
saying?
Shaw. I like B. Shaw.
So you have to figure out this Ty Lue thing, bro. I don't know if Ty Lue is the best guy for the job. Yes, he's had success, obviously, what he did in Cleveland, but that was just one championship. Look what Doc Rivers did. He won one championship and never won another one. So let's just keep it a buck, bro. I don't think Ty Lue is going to be able to get this Clippers team over the hump. They're going to need to move and shift and go to another basketball voice in mind that the players can look at and be like, damn, man, I think we got something here. Because it's at times where I think they're disengaged. They don't listen to Ty Lue's leadership like that.
Yeah,
They
because
don't. They have
it.
too many up and down moments, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not
Right.
sustainable because of lack
Yeah.
of respect, in my opinion. That's just what I see.
Nah,
You know what
I
I'm
see
saying?
the
So
same thing. It's a lack of respect, and it's like, nigga, he has his hands folded on the sideline, Like Ty Lue ain't no rah-rah guy, man. He's the guy that feel like he on that Phil Jackson type of aura,
that
and
part. You're
not.
not, because you
You're
don't
not at
have
all.
the type of assistance. See, you have to understand, Phil Jackson was only as great as his assistant. Phil Jackson was more of a motivator. People don't even understand that he had he had a set of coaches, you know what I'm saying, that was great as far as putting a structured system together and the players following it to a T. But Phil Jackson was a great manager of personalities. You know what I'm saying? He was great when it came to getting his team to buy into something greater than themselves, and then figuring out how to pull and get the best from certain players that might, you know what I'm saying, lack confidence, got personal issues outside of basketball going on. You know what I'm saying? Underdeveloped. He'll know how to pull those guys together and get the best out of them. Look at all this what he's did with that, like in those stints, like, you know what I'm saying, with that Lakers team who didn't have the greatest of role players outside of Robert Ory and the Rick Fox and Ron Harper's and players like that. But look what he did with the Bill Winningtons, the Luke Longleys, the Scott Burrells, the Randy Browns, the motherfucking not Ron Mercer. What was Mercer? What's the coach? What's the coach? Mercer.
Mercer for what
For
team?
Chicago.
Yeah, that was wasn't that Ron Mercer? The light
Not
skinned
Ron.
dude?
Not Ron Mercer, not the light-skinned dude. What was the other dude name, bro? What was the nigga name with the missing tooth? The black dude. He used to play coach for the Warriors assistant. He used to be at he used to gamble at the club I used to be at security for all the damn time. What's his name?
What year? What year?
Fuck. He played with Chicago too.
Hold on, let me see. I don't know.
What's this?
Let me see.
Name?
Chicago Bulls coach. You talking about in the 90s or you talking in 2000?
Yeah, in the 90s, and then he was an assistant coach with the Warriors for years when they won their first championships.
Let's see.
The black dude. It's on the tip of my tongue. I cannot. I want to say Mercer, but it's not Mercer. Does anybody in the chat know who I'm talking about?
I know they in the 90s. It was Doug Collins. It was Phil Jackson. It was Tim Floyd. Bill Cartwright. Yeah.
I'm talking about role players.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was dude name?
Yeah, Bill Cartwright.
Somebody. No, not him. Not Bill Cartwright. He was a guard. Dude with the missing tooth. His grill was fucked up, bro. Y'all don't remember? Damn. It come to me, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. But man.
Yeah, but I mean, that you get my drift. Like, you got to look at the players that, like, you know what I'm saying, the Jud Bushlers, the Steve Kerrs. What Phil Jackson was able to maximize with those type of guys that he had, the Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujacic, Vladimir Radmanovic, Shannon Browns, and all them type of players, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta you have to have a whole system in place, and that's included the head coach along with your assistants. And the Clippers don't really have that. There's no system there. So that's why I say Daniel Craig should probably take over, because he did most of the coaching in the games that I watched. He was up on that damn sideline, up and down that sideline in the coach's box, giving out direction, concrete direction to the teammates, and teammates respected him for that. Ty Lue would just sit there sometimes with his hands in his pocket or his hands crossed, folded. And I'm like, okay, bro, like, are you going to make an adjustment here? Or what? I mean, are you going to allow these guys to still play the same way? Like, what's going on?
Daniel Craig came from Miami.
Yeah.
He came from the Heat. So it's like he's all about structure and organization and defense. And you know who we lost to? Like I feel like, really hurt us off that coaching staff.
Who?
Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups was great too. Yep. He was great.
That's the dude I think really helped Paul George, honestly, because
of the mental part.
He was attacking the rim. Like Paul, he settled him for too many long 65% of that 65% of that nigga's jump shots were contested in the playoffs.
I agree.
That is too much. That is too many contested shots, bro.
Too many
for your size.
Yeah. I agree with that. Damn it, bro. Go to that championship team, bro. That shit, I'm bothered by that.
Let me see. I'll go right
The
now.
Warriors 2015 championship team, the coaches.
All right, let me go right now. I'm putting on the screen. Golden State Warriors championship. Staff. All right. What year? 20? You said 2015? Is it 2015?
Yeah, 2015.
All right.
Let's see. There are other coaches. Just the coaching staff.
All right.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. I'm putting on the screen so y'all can see it.
Okay. I know I'm not tripping. Why I can't remember this nigga name, bro? I used to see this nigga every day.
I know what you mean. All right, so this is the 2015 roster right here. It's the coaches right on the left.
The coaches are on the left?
Yeah.
Bruce, Jaron, Ron Adams, Bruce, player development, Luke Walton. 2015. Well, no, hold on. No, it wasn't 2015. He was with Jaron Collins. I think he came the next year then.
So
try 2016 maybe.
All right.
Let me see. Sure.
Go next season. Oh, hold on. Let me see. 2014, 2015.
2014, 2015.
Yeah, it's one of the comments right here.
I know I'm not tripping, bro. Alvin Gentry. Bruce Frazier, Michael. No, because he played for the Chicago Bulls. I know who I'm talking about, bro. Maybe he was on the roster after that, the 2015 then.
All right, let me go 2 more years in.
Shit.
You say he played for the Bulls?
He played for the Bulls with Michael Jordan and them, bro, back in the day. Nigga had them missing tooth, bro. The nigga was kind of like an energy dude, but he was garbage though. Had a little bit of ups.
Oh, this is 16, 17 year.
Mike, Jaron Collins, Chris DeMarco, Drew Younger. Mike Brown, no.
Ain't that year either.
Ron Adams. No, what year is that?
That's 16, 17.
Chris DeMarco. Nah, that wasn't the year 16. That was 16, 17, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, it wasn't that far back. I think it was maybe like 20, maybe try 2012. Or oh, let me see. 2013,
Steve
2014.
Steve Kerr the coach or Mark Jackson the coach?
Oh, that's his last name was Myers.
Oh, Pete Myers.
Pete Myers. There we go. God damn. There we go. Yeah.
This dude
That's
right
what I
here.
was talking about. Yeah, this motherfucker right here. Nigga had missing teeth when he played in Chicago. Trust me, because I was a diehard Chicago fan. Still am though, but still. Yeah, Pete Myers, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, Pete
I
Myers.
know what's happening with Pete Myers, bro, from Little Rock. Yeah, that nigga played with Jordan now. I remember the whole damn roster for Chicago, bro.
The really
That's just
said
the type
Randy
of,
Brown.
and that's the type of players that I was saying that that Phil Jackson, like, that he got the best out of those players. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they were called on to play, give minutes, they gave, like, they were productive. Like, you see what I'm saying? Not saying they scored a lot of points, but the Chicago Bulls really didn't relinquish leads like that. So when they rested Jordan, because he did that with Kobe too, but it started with Jordan where he said, you know what,
Yeah.
Jordan, I'm only going to play you 32 minutes, 28 minutes, 30 to 32 minutes a game. You're not playing past that. Just in certain situations they would, but it was a system that was in place to, you know what I'm saying, kind of keep them healthy. So when they put them role players in, the Bill Winningtons and all the Jeb Bushers and all them, they kind of held their own and was serviceable. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So because they knew their roles. And that's all I was saying. When you got coaches to get players to know their role. See, a lot of these coaches can't get players to settle into a role because they feel like they can do more. But if you want to talk about winning and being part of something special, you have to settle into a role. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like, and if you want to last in the league a long time, you got to settle into a role. But a lot of these guys they're ego driven. They like, man, I was the man in high school. In college, I was lightweight a man too. You
Yeah,
might
I
not
was the
be able
man.
to
I was
get
the
there in
man where I
the
was over
NBA,
here,
bro.
but I go to a real team. I go to an NBA team. I still want to be like, nah, man. Like all these dudes
Don't
on
work
the
like
team you're
that,
playing
bro.
with,
Right.
that y'all playing with, are playing with all Americans and all
Yeah.
states and all, you know, all that shit. Man, you playing against the same people on your team. You probably
Exactly.
not gonna be that same guy.
You're not gonna be the same guy, bro. You're just not. Like, so let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is like, and I see they gonna try to do that with Bronny James. Like, the best thing that I don't know, if the Clippers want to draft Bronny, bro, you get LeBron with that. So what's your thoughts on that?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want nothing to do with that man, bro. That man about to be 40 years old. I don't want nothing to do with
Kawhi
it.
Leonard, you don't think Kawhi Leonard would endorse that, bro?
Hell nah, bro. That nigga don't want to play with LeBron, man. You saw when he went to the Clippers instead of the Raptors,
Yeah.
bro, or to the
LeBron was trying to
Lakers.
recruit that nigga. He said,
Man,
I'm cool.
he trying to beat that nigga, man. He trying to play with him.
Yeah, I
Trying
love
to
the
beat him.
mentality. But I think Kawhi Leonard needs to kind of dive back on trying to make decisions for the front office on player personnel. Because I don't think he knows. He just going after big names. But you got to go after a certain type of guy. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be like, you know what? This guy right here can help you win a championship. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's Paul George or James Harden. I just don't see it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that they can get better players in their place. If the Clippers can get a Jonathan Kuminga, they can win a championship next year and then add little pieces here and there and develop the younger players. Let them kind of like come up out that box. You know what I'm saying? But
I like
I don't
Kuminga.
know.
I like Kuminga a lot.
I love Kuminga.
I just I think my thing with this era, I like dynamic duos. I don't think you need a big three. I think you need one guy, one and a two, and you need a bunch of good role players around you. That's what Kobe and Shaq were. They didn't have a great all-around team. They had good, solid pieces, were good what they were able to do, hit shots, do the dirty work, get rebounds, all that stuff. But they didn't have no super fire. When they put all them Hall of Famers together in 2004, they lost to a team that was quote unquote less superior than them.
That fucked them up because they were older, bro, and they didn't. And Karl Malone didn't play no defense. Gary Payton was past his prime at playing defense. So, and then Shaq wasn't playing no. It really was all about Kobe, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It
So
was.
he couldn't defend all them niggas by himself. Rasheed Wallace, Tony McDyess, all them niggas, they was giving them niggas the worst. Mehmet Okur, nigga, was killing them niggas from the outside. Come
Chauncey
on, bro.
Billups, Rip Hamilton,
Chauncey Billups,
Tayshaun
Rip
Prince.
Hamilton, Tayshaun. Yeah, it
It
was
was
tough,
bad.
bro.
It was bad. They beat them. I think that was probably the worst finals I ever seen Kobe play, bro. That
Yeah,
04 finals against the
he shot
Pistons
a
was
poor percentage. Yeah, he didn't
that
play
nigga.
that
I
great.
think he averaged like 22 points. It was
Because you
bad.
know why, bro? He was trying to do everything by himself instead of using his guys. But guess what? His mindset, I put the work in. These niggas is going to the club and trying to fuck with these bitches and all this shit. So, excuse my language, but I'm just saying, let's keep it
Nah,
100.
yeah, it's
Like, you know
100%.
what I'm saying? So Kobe had a different mindset. Why would I pass these dudes the ball, bro? And they not putting in the work as much as me. So he felt his ego let him kind of get outside of the dynamic of the team. Because he felt like Shaq just wanted the ball, but he wasn't working. He wasn't playing no defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. And they always clash because of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he felt like, well, wait a minute. I went to practice, bro. I've been up since 4 a.m. working on my game, playing, conditioning myself, getting myself mentally and physically prepared. You've been at the club doing this, and you want me to throw you the ball? You tripping? I'm not doing that.
I mean, you gotta respect it. Like I mean, that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
and that's the problem even with this society, this day and age, bro. Like, they don't want to. Niggas don't love ball no more. They love what
They
comes
don't
with
love it.
ball.
They
So
don't
it's
love
like
it, bro.
you talk to a dude like Kobe, it's like that's an insult. You just here
That's
just to basically get the glitz and glamour, but you don't want to put the 5 a.m., 6 a.m.s in the work, bro. Like that's the 3 a days, bro. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this shit.
Yeah.
And you trying to play with it.
Yeah. And that's why I love Kobe so much, bro, because of his work ethic. Bro, I used to play basketball 7 days a week, bro. And that's me having a motherfucking a graveyard shift. It was days that I never slept, bro. Didn't even sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much I put in. Like, bro, I like eat, boo boo, and sleep like basketball, bro. That's why I'm so passionate about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just these players, and that's why I go in the way I go in on players and teams, bro, because they not built the right way. Like, I still play to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every Saturday morning I go and I play in a couple leagues or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't play as much as I would like to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like my form of cardio. So, but I'm out there. I'm the teacher, bro. I teach this game, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I teach other people how to play, what to look for, how to dissect different things. Like, so, like, and people will tell you, like, bro, his basketball mind IQ is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a different stratosphere. So when I break down the games and I look at stuff that probably other people probably can't see, like on some real like detailed stuff, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a difference mentality. Like, yeah, you said 7 days, and that I'm guessing, yeah, outside on the concrete, these niggas got gyms now. They don't play outside in the park like that no more, bro. Like that's what. So I just of course I'm in my early late 20s, so it's like it's even a different generation now. Like these niggas got gyms, trainers, and you used to just play at the park and play pickup ball. That's how you got better. That's how
Yeah.
you played, against competition in your neighborhood. So yeah, going to the park, especially in the summertime, like, bro, I go to my old neighborhood, like niggas ain't even in the gym in the summer. Like it used to be packed. Like you had to wait for the next game. Like you might have to wait 3-4 games before you can play. So it's like players ain't even playing like how they used to play no more. They don't play defense no more. They don't grind it out throughout the summer no more. It's a different time, bro.
That's
Totally different.
facts. It's a totally different time because you know why the AAU circuit is killing the development of the players. It's stunting their growth, and by the time they get to high school and college, and you know what I'm saying, even like D2 or wherever they decide to go, it's like they don't have a drive to get better. It's like they plateau out, and that's the best that you're gonna see from them because they play too much basketball. It's too draining on their body. It's too
Yes.
draining on their minds. And they're not even allowed to be human and be children. Like they just basketball, basketball, basketball. They don't get the chance to hang out with their families. They don't get a chance to really process anything about, you know what I'm saying, going through the different stages of life. And that's why I say, man, I can't do this AAU thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of that because that is draining and taxing on the mind, the body, and the soul, and your bank account. So let's just keep it a buck.
There you, there you go. That's the last part, your bank account. Like, I thought about this the other day, bro. Like, my little brother, he play AAU. Like, it's like, bro, like, how are these dudes coming to the NBA so injury prone? Then I'm like, well, if you playing all year round, you're not getting your chance of body to heal.
Right.
And you come into the NBA like that, of course you're gonna have all these little knick-knack injuries.
Of
All
course.
this technology, all these, nutrition and sports. How are you getting more injured than back to when we were around that age? We can play, but because we
much
took time
basketball.
to do other things other than just play basketball all fucking summer.
Yeah. If you train right, weight room, your nutrition is the number one part because everything is genetically modified and processed that's going into these foods that we so-called say we love. But you have to be careful because what it does to your body, you know what I'm saying, breaks down your organs, ligaments, everything. So everything isn't as strong. You're not feeding your body the proper nutrition. So when these players drink sodas, diets to all this stuff and eating on the sideline, chips and all that, they're endorsing McDonald's and all of this stuff. I'm like, bro, like really? No wonder you're over here playing like you don't have no energy. Like when you dunking on somebody in one play and the very next play you're tired. So it's just like, come on, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
Trash ass stamina.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So and the amount of basketball, that's a lot of wear and tear on your ligaments. Like as you get
yes.
older, bro, your ligaments
Yes.
tend to get a little weaker. Like the tendon's not as strong as it used to be. So there's a lot of different workouts that you can do to make sure that you strengthen your tendons and the muscles around your knee and behind your knee and your ankles and your feet. That's why yoga is so important. And Stephon Marbury was a perfect prime example of somebody who took care of his body, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Remember, he used to do the yoga, you know what I'm saying? And the ballerina thing on his toes. You know what I'm saying? You never did see Stephon Marbury, bro. Real talk. Stephon Marbury never endured a major injury in his career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at all. He was an Iron Man. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So people need to understand there's certain things and workouts that you can do, you know what I'm saying, that can, like, you know what I'm saying, put your body in the best possible situation to, like, you know, sustain a long playing career and, you know, go through a physical brand of basketball and still be able to, you know, recuperate the next day and, you know what I'm saying, and do that consistently. So it's all about taking care of your body. So I think less basketball, more training is better for you. Look what Jalen Brunson doing. Look at Jalen Brunson. He's playing through injury, but his dad put him through that training, that circuit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like everything that he does is with an attention to detail. It's like he's intentional about everything that he's doing on the court. And that's why he's able to become the player that we've seen him become the last 2-3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's the work that you put in, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say something probably on YouTube, probably gonna get me in trouble, but it's like you said, bro. AAU's a money grab.
Text it to me. Let me say it.
AAU's a money grab, bro. Like, cause I thought about it, like, what do you really need AAU basketball for, bro? You spending money on travel, you spending money on practice, these fucking uniforms. What can and you're not even teaching them fundamental basketball?
Your son might not even ain't the player. All the players don't even play.
Yeah, man. It's like I gotta charge $500 per kid. That's 10 people on the roster, bro. That's $2,500. It's or $25,000. I'm like, why am I paying this money? Except for, you know, not to play like you said, play your kid and not teach them the fundamentals. You're not even teaching them the fundamentals of basketball. Like, look at the young guys coming in. They don't even know how to guard off the ball. They can't move without the ball. They don't know what a fucking L cut is, a V cut.
They don't know the V. They don't know what a V cut is. They don't even know the basic terminology, bro, because the coaches don't even know. Come on,
exactly. Man. Trash. Bad
Super
coaching, bro.
I try to tell people all the time, bro.
Yeah, Corey Gear said AAU's a mixture of inner city and suburb kids. You know what?
Yeah.
That's how is now, but I don't know. You could tell you too. Like it was used to be more so inner city kids just getting brought up, and they would pay for them to go to these tournaments and stuff like that. Like
salute,
they would grab dudes out the inner city and make them travel with the team and pay for their uniforms and stuff like that.
Yeah, they'll go around and go grab the best talent, but come around with us for this one tournament. See, back in the day, AAU wasn't as structured as it is now. You would just grab like the local inner city kids and be like, "Oh, he got talent. Let's form this, put together this 5 and go run against this team over here." It wasn't that structured. Like it was a form of AAU, but it was more pickup style basketball to where the best of the best is playing against each other, and whoever outshines, shines in those arenas, you be like, oh, he gonna be somebody. Now they handpick certain players and try to develop and try to force them to be great when it's really not in them. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's exactly right. That's exactly what it is. But it's like Kobe said, man, and it's like I'm against the AAU ball because they're not teaching them how to play. Like these, and I hate to say this, bro, but it's the truth. A lot of these dudes from a different country, because I played overseas, like they learn basketball and they coming over here.
Facts.
Damn near taking the game over. Like look at it like right now. Jokic, Luka, Giannis, Embiid, top players in the league. Who we got on the American side? Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant. But all the Americans like KD, Kawhi, LeBron, all the dudes, man, they getting up in age. So who's gonna be carrying that torch when they get out? Victor Wembanyama's overseas.
Right.
Who's gonna be carrying that torch?
That's facts, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the irony of it, man. We got to get back to teaching. Like, you know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, man. Reach one, teach one. That's just the way we have to do this. We kind of got to adopt old school principalities, man, because we're trying to do this new modern day stuff, and it's just not conducive to putting or developing the brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? The overseas players are coming over here because you know what they do? They worked out. As far as their footwork, the fundamental part of it, they're on the court doing these drills. Why do you think that they pay these athletes top dollars to run camps abroad over there and teach them how to play? From the Kobe's, you know what I'm saying, to the Steph Curry's, they're teaching them how to get the advantage because they're stealing everything, all of the skills and everything that we have over here. They're taking that and replicating it, right? But then they have the good footwork, they have the basketball IQ. Like, think about it. All the Euro players, even though I say they're trash, but the way that they go about, you know what I'm saying, scoring the basketball and playing the game, it's a little bit more methodical than what we do over here. We're more athleticism driven. They're more skill driven. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you put those two together, a skill and athleticism, then you can probably, and a strong mind, then you have a complete basketball player. But a lot of them are more skill driven. They don't have the mentality, or they don't have, like, you know what I'm saying? They're not, as far as their deep, like playing defense and shit, they don't work on that shit over there overseas.
No,
like, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the drive to do that, but they got the skill set to last in a game where it's open, it's more space. The fouls, you get called for fouls, like, so they can manipulate the game and think and make you think that they're really, 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 really good. But really, it's the rules that allow them to be good. But they still are skilled. So you can't take the skill away from the Lukas and, you know what I'm saying, the Embiids and, you know, the motherfucking the Jokers. Now Giannis just run up and down the court running niggas over and traveling. I don't really say that he has a lot of skill. You know what I'm saying? That's just another a creative player, in my opinion. But that's just what I see from his game. He never really developed the real game. Doesn't really have a strong post-up game. It's all about using. He has a lot of agility for his size and quickness. You know what I'm saying? So you can use that to his advantage. And then the rules allow him to get to certain places on the floor, and he's able to finish because of his agility. But as far as him being a highly skilled basketball player, Giannis was never that.
Nah, he wasn't. He just strictly dominant. I'm just saying, like, they're the main guys are coming over here and like being the faces of the league. Like you said, if they get a person over here who got the strong mindset and the skill set and the work ethic, like Anthony Edwards, that we need to build more players like that. SGA, he's overseas too. He's from Canada. Jamal Murray, Canada. Like,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's facts. Look at Steve Nash. Came over here, went to Santa Clara from Canada. Skilled. Doesn't carry a lot of other attributes, but skilled. You know what I'm saying? Footwork was good. So gotta look, and then it led to him becoming 2-time back-to-back MVP. Like, you feel me? Even though those were questionable MVPs, he still got them in his trophy case right now at the crib in his mantle. So, like, because the way he went about just his knowledge and understanding on how to play, and just being a skilled, fundamentally sound basketball player got him to where he was. Look at Tim Duncan. Look at Tony Parker. Skilled, fundamental, got them to where they Manu Ginobili got them to where they need to be.
Tim
Period.
Duncan. Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't they didn't wow you. Them type of players didn't wow you. I used to hate watching San Antonio play. It was so boring. Like, they were so basic. It wasn't no special crossover. They wasn't dunking on people. You know what I'm saying? It was just super basic, but it was so effective though.
Right on. Right on. It's good basketball talk. Like my man Mass is saying, preach, fellas, this air is watered down, bro. This air is trash, bro. You call me a hater all you want, bro, but this shit ain't basketball. You can just see it in the production in the NBA. Like, niggas don't want to play D. Niggas don't have no fundamentals. They just straight athletic. They don't love the game like they used to love the game, bro. It's just like,
and this is LeBron's era, y'all. And I got another video coming on that, which I'm gonna title it that. This is LeBron's era. So LeBron can't even win in his era. Like, it don't even make no sense. So now he's trying to say, well, I'm gonna have my son. I'm gonna see if I can get my son to start winning then. Like, LeBron's era is the weakest era that ever existed in all of basketball. Even when it was 7 teams in the NBA, bro, that it was still competitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you just had like freaking natures like Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, and all those guys who was just that good, like, you know what I'm saying, gifted, you know what I'm saying, athletically, that, like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, bro, this era right now, it's like they just flop and cry. That's really all I see every game is a flop and a cry baby. If they're not crying to the officials for every call, whether they're up 30 or down 30, they're flopping, whether they're up 30 and down 30. So I'm like, bro, what the hell are we doing? Now, I seen a highlight the other day in AAU where the team was taking the ball out, and you know how the player kind of stands in between the other player to try to, like, you know what I'm saying, get the inbound pass to bring the ball up court. The dude didn't even touch dude. He kind of leaned into him just a little bit, just to create that little separation to go get the ball and receive the pass. The player flopped so damn hard. And these are young players. Maybe 13U. You know what I'm saying? 12U. The dude flopped and fell to the ground, and the referee called an offensive foul. I say, we teaching these people, bro. Come on, man.
Man,
I give up, bro. I quit.
Man, Luka, to me and LeBron James intertwined. Like, the only person that do that crying shit more than anybody is Luka. Every goddamn call, man. Like, nigga, I just think his coach be like, bro, just play basketball. You ain't got to flop on every single call. This nigga gets the call he wants, he's still crying.
Still crying. Come on, bro. When they foul the more than anybody and never get called for fouls. Come on, man. Nah, this ain't Curry era, bro. Shit, Curry won on LeBron watch, bro. So y'all gotta stop that. Y'all always said this. When Kobe, when they got rid of Kobe, bro, it became a LeBron. It was him by himself. But even I didn't think that he was the best player in the NBA. I thought Kevin Durant was clearly the best player in the NBA, and then Steph Curry was right there with KD. So it was really, you know what I'm saying, Steph Curry, they dominated LeBron's era, in my opinion, bro. They just found ways to kind of give you LeBron, and he won a couple titles. But look at the way he won those titles. We still don't talk about that. Like Kobe Bryant had a chance to team up with Chris Paul. He had a chance to team up with Tracy McGrady. He had a chance to team up with Carmelo Anthony, Kenyon Martin, Kevin Garnett. Kobe had an opportunity to team up with all of those players. Can you imagine if Kobe formed a super team? How many rings Kobe would be sitting on right now? Let's just be honest, y'all. We wouldn't even be talking about Michael Jordan. Like, it wouldn't even be a discussion.
I think they knew that too. That's why they stopped that trade.
That's why they stopped all of that, because they needed to protect their golden child, who is Michael Jordan, not LeBron. It's still Michael Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is predicated on Michael Jordan and his legacy. Who's going to catch him? And they try to put LeBron in there. And I'm like, well, LeBron, look at the way. Nah, LeBron nowhere close to Michael Jordan. Stop it.
Nah, I think Kobe had the only chance to do. And I think, and this may be controversial, but as far as his skill set and his drive, bro, I think he's the only person that believed he could be better than Mike. I think he's the only person that believed. I don't even think LeBron James believed he's better than Mike. I think Kobe the only person.
Think he's better than Kobe or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry. Like, come on, man. That's why they trying to push this longevity, this whole longevity propaganda. Hey, but before I get up out of here, even Michael Jordan believed that Kobe was better than him. Like, come on, bro. We talk about the greatest that we think in our lifetime to ever put on some sneakers and grace this basketball court, thought that another player was actually better than him. That's how much reverence and respect and admiration he had for being Bryant. Let's just be honest. But I got to get up out of here, bro. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? For letting me grace your panel.
Always, bro. Like I
said, y'all follow the pull up, subscribe to the pull up. My man BJ Rick. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all donate too, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'll touch back in with y'all later on, man. Y'all have a blessed one, bro. I appreciate you.
Always, bro.
For sure.
Shit. But that was my boy, Real Easy, man. Good conversation, good convo. If you guys have not got a chance, go check out his channel, The Real Easy. That's his page right there on the screen. Y'all can go check him out right there. Great basketball content. Y'all can hear great basketball mind, knows the game. And before we, end up the show, I want to also give a shout out to my man who is Hendo. Thank you for tapping in, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Go follow his page as well. Great basketball content over there. Follow him. Follow my man, Time Out with Mr. Mass. Another, you know what I'm saying, close, basketball subscriber. But all my people, man, always salute to y'all. I feel like I have the best, crowd, the best audience as far as, when it comes to basketball. And anytime y'all want to come on here and cook with your boy, I know I'm trying to, get my audience outside of the Clippers, but, y'all all free to come on, talk some hoop. And we'll be back on tomorrow. Like what I said with Anthony Edwards, he will be the best player in the league in the next 2 to 3 seasons, in my personal opinion, just off the fact that he has really no weaknesses. And from judging by last night, he has the will and determination to be great. I love his intangibles. I love what he's able to do on the court. I love how he's able to bring his teammates and let them rise with him. It's a whole lot of things I love about Anthony Edwards, man. I want on my team. So I just think in the next 2-3 seasons, this will be the best player in the NBA. Y'all can vote in the chat if y'all want to. Who's going to win on Sunday between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. But we'll be back again tomorrow. Until next time, respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up, peace. Out of here like swim well.
I'm feeling good, feeling all right tonight. I'm feeling good now, yeah. It's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Little ride, I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good, that's right, I feel good now. It's summer night, summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.
I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruga on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan. Ooh, baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.
My homeboys throwing the backyard boogie, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them. And it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup. Party until the sun comes up, but we give up.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.
Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop.